I'm Chef Nancy.
Hi, I'm Jewel.
And we are Amorous Tacos.
Well, I'm Jewel. I'm the older sister. And this is Nancy, the younger sister. Yeah, it's Israel. My side is I handle more of the business side. So I book all of our caterings, our deals. I handle all of our finances. And I manage a little bit of like our marketing and how we put ourselves out there.
Well, my role, as you guys already know, I gave my role, but I'm the executive chef of Amorous Tacos. I would say I agree with her with the thing that we both play different roles, but we do the same thing, everything. We cook, work the business together. My role is basically to be creative. I'm an artist. I'm the one behind the menu. So all the flavors and sauces and things that you taste on our tacos, that's where I come in. The menu is Miami Southern Fusion, so it's inspired by my time that I lived in Miami for about 8 years. So while I was there for 8 years, I was able to go to culinary school, also learn from different chefs from all different backgrounds, so Indian, Asian, Italian, French, and worked in different restaurants too. So basically, blending all of those experiences into our tacos is my job. In a nutshell.
That's a good question. It's interesting because I've challenged this question as an individual throughout my life. I'm 36, and so I believe I had a midlife crisis or a quarter life crisis. I had one, where you're not realizing what you're doing. And I think passion is when you're just doing things, you're just doing them because it's what they say you do that you can do without getting paid for, right? There's so many things that you can do without getting paid for. You can travel the world, you can be a blogger, you can do all of these things, right? But there comes a time where passion doesn't equal purpose until it has direction. So basically what I'm saying is I'm passionate about eating tacos. I'm passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about, working in the community. But what's the purpose behind it? What's the direction of where I'm going with it? Because that's when you start to realize passion is dedicated or connected to your emotions. And a lot of us connect, I feel good about this. Because the thing is, if I feel good about this, then I'm passionate about it. But the problem is, if you feel good about something, what happens when you don't feel good about something? Is it still no longer your passion? And so what I realized...
Because I was literally going to say, so what I was thinking about is, I would say everything I've done is passion. I love food. I love what I do, and I always have. But what I have learned about being in the industry is, over time, you lose and gain passion over and over. So the thing is, when you're losing it, when you're gaining it, what is it that's really keeping you doing this thing? Because it could be your purpose. What you're doing right now can be the purpose that you're supposed to have, but if you don't have that passion, so when I look at passion, I think of the fire. Can you do this? What makes you get up? So what makes you get up in the morning? What motivates you to do it? For me, that's what I look at as passion. So then with this industry, like I said, you lose it. And there's been plenty of times I've been like, I don't think this is what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm just going to get a comfy desk job and make money like everybody else that sits behind a desk and just types the computer keys. But then at the same time, I know I'm going to be bored. So I think, but what I have learned though is you don't get tired of what you do if you keep recreating and doing something new and learning something new. So the key to keep your passion is to keep renewing it by learning something new.
Right. But
even with tacos, we do tacos, but our menu is going to change because it's seasonal, So everything that we're going to do, it's going to keep changing each season. So we're using different ingredients, and that's how you aren't bored with with
Yeah.
cooking tacos.
But basically, it brings it back to the point of direction. So if you don't have direction, then is it really passion, or are you just doing something? Because sometimes you're just doing things, but there's really no rhyme or reason, which is why it's able to be dropped.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
the
yeah.
grand opening was crazy. It was
Yeah.
it was so many different emotions in one.
Yeah.
It was stressful. It was nerve-wracking. When it was happening, it was surreal. I would say, I think for me, when we had our grand opening, it was in the middle of the grand opening. And we started cooking all the food, and it was like, this is real. We're really in a kitchen, and I'm really making tacos because people are coming to buy the tacos from us. Like, they're really buying into us. And then halfway through, I walked outside, and the line was wrapped around the building. Literally wrapped around the building. And I walked out, and I knew this, for me, I'm usually like a, hi. I couldn't say nothing. I literally walked outside, everybody looked at me, and I've never felt like that before. It was a lot of people looking at me, and I was just like scared.
You were scared?
Yes, scared, excited, surprised, like overwhelmed. And I couldn't even talk to anyone. Everyone was trying to talk to me, and I couldn't even, like, I had to have tunnel vision and just not focus on the people that are looking at me, 300 faces.
Yeah.
But it was a lot. Like, it was a really great experience. I mean, you know, I felt really good walking out there, but I was terrified. It makes my day when someone that's had our food from the beginning, when we first started our pop-ups in the little tent, and comes to the food truck, or they come to Parlor, and they're like, oh my God, do you have this? And you know, like the jerk chicken nachos, do you have this certain dish? And when they say, I've been dreaming about your food, I've been craving it for weeks, I literally was making a schedule saying, okay, I'm gonna come to Amorous Tacos on this day to get this. It really means a lot, because it means someone has you on their mind. And for me, my food, the fact that your food can be so monumental to change someone's thought pattern, to literally put you into their schedule, that means a lot to me. That does.
That's good.
I just gotta be honest. I was never the person that was disciplined not to go out. I grew, like, I did my adulting years in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That is party central.
Mm-hmm.
You're always gonna have something to do. So I'm used to going out all the time with my friends, or just going fun places, trying different restaurants. And that's why being here in Atlanta, for me moving back home, was kind of hard, because I didn't want to give up that lifestyle. It was so much fun, and it was always somewhere to go and something to do. But the discipline side, like you said, I had to learn to have that, to be more mature, to be able to handle this role and be in the business with my sister, because she's older than me, and I'm like 28, and I still like to party and everything, you know, and go out and have fun, because I haven't experienced a lot of things yet as much as she has.
Mm-hmm.
So learning to mature faster and understand that what we're doing is very serious, and also making my life reflect that. As in, I can't go out every night, because I got to get up in the morning and prep. I can't party because we have events lined up. So over the time of starting this business till now, I think I've gotten better with prioritizing and realizing business comes first, and then friends and everything else comes second. But if someone was to date me, they need to know, this is the most important, this is my boyfriend first, and then you can be the second pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you?
My discipline honestly comes from I've done a lot. I mean, I feel like at this point in my life, I'm trying to retire. I don't want to go back. Whatever. I mean, I still go out, you know. I just think my idea of fun, I've evolved. You know, I think when you're young, you want to go out, you want to experience here, you want to drink this, you want to taste this, you want to try this trip, you know, all those things. But at this point, my values have changed. My value is more based on my son, you know, spending time with him, making sure that he knows me. He knows I love him, but also enjoying those moments with him, his first moments, and watching him grow up. I think the other side of it is I like to sleep. Like, if I could sleep like for 3 days straight, that would be amazing. And I'm a little narcoleptic, so I fall asleep at anywhere, anywhere at any time. You know, let it be a nice, and it don't have to be hot. It could just be cool, like a nice little cool breeze. I would fall asleep, and so I like to sleep now. Like, my idea of turning up is going home, getting in the bed. And no, I am not playing no bingo. I ain't playing no bingo. But it's like I said, I'm going to get a massage, I'm going to get some wine, and I'm just going to relax, and I'm going to watch my favorite show that has nothing to do with cooking. I ain't putting the thing on.
I think for girls in their 20s that are looking to do something, because I've been there, I've been at that point where you just don't know what you're going to do and you're just living without a purpose. Mm-hmm. I know what it feels like. Mm-hmm. So I would say to all women, don't feel bad if you don't know what you want to do. Sometimes you have to do a lot of different jobs and go through a lot of different experiences only to come back to your actual purpose. I know I did. I never realized this is really what I wanted to do, but I ran from it all my life. So the things that you run away from, your responsibilities, you never know what it is that's going to be your purpose. So don't feel bad if you don't know what your purpose is right now. Just take that time, go on that journey, and try different things while you have that freedom.
I honestly can only say just chase you and love yourself. I fall in love with you. I think as a young woman, you know, from your teenage years, we talk about self-love and do you really love? But you don't really know the definition of that until certain experiences happen. So I honestly would say, you know, fall in love with you. You know, take the time to fall in love with you, because falling in love with yourself helps you find the direction that you want to be on. When you don't have love for yourself is when you find yourself in places that don't make sense or don't line up with the purpose or line up with the goals. And so just fall in love with you. And I only say that is because I didn't start to fall in love with myself until 33. So fall in love with you, especially in your 20s.
Wow.
Well, our Instagram is Amorous Tacos, AMOROUS, tacos with an S, and you'll see the little heart because it means love. My personal is Foodie in the Red Pumps. I'm also on Twitter with the same name, so you can follow me there as well. And I think that's it, because I don't really use
Chef
Facebook.
Nancy Creations _ That is where you can find me.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.